This is a Headgum podcast.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the show where I'm perfect and you're, of course, a person. I have seen the thing that I need to buy on TikTok Shop. And I hate to say it, but it's a high-pressure steamer for my baseboards.
Wait, actually?
This is a product I don't even know if it fucking works.
Right.
But you know who's selling it to me? TikTok Shop is up my literal asshole trying to give me a high-pressure steamer for my baseboards, and I couldn't be more into it. TikTok Shop has borderline forced me at gunpoint to buy this thing, and I haven't done it yet.
What's going on with TikTok Shop?
Oh, it's a danger. It's a danger, JonnyCakes. Except for when they're selling JonnyCakes' cake kit.
Well, they're not anymore because we left TikTok Shop.
You left TikTok Shop?
Yeah, we are now on Goldbelly. I'm not trying to... This was like a natural segue. I'm not trying to like push my shit.
JonnyCakes leaving TikTok Shop. Scoop.
Because we had to be like a fish exclusive on Goldbelly, so we left TikTok Shop.
What's Goldbelly?
It's like a site where you can like, let's say you want to try like New York cheesecake.
Yes.
And like you want it from a certain place, like you want Junior's cheesecake.
Yeah.
But you're in California.
And they'll freeze the fucking shit and send it.
They'll freeze it and send it overnight.
That's not bad at all. And by the way, that glorious voice you're hearing is, of course, JonnyCakes, formerly Johnny Pancakes. Formerly known as the artist known as Johnny Pancakes.
Yep.
Johnny, welcome to the show once again.
I'm literally so excited to be here.
Oh, Johnny, I love having you in the studio every single time you're here. And it's always nice to check in with you. Yeah. What makes you perfect this week? Well, that has been new to have.
I've been thinking a lot about this because I knew on my way over here, I was like, oh, they're going to ask me these questions.
Of course. Always have to.
Well, I was kind of saying this to you earlier, maybe in private. I forget if we were recording.
Johnny tells me a lot of stuff in private that I'm not supposed to put in.
For sure. I don't know everything, right? Okay? I don't know everything.
Sure.
I was on TikTok Live a couple months ago.
I see you on there. I'll join. I join in sometimes.
I love it when you're there.
And I say, hey, Johnny. So hey, Johnny, getting that bread.
I'm getting no bread on TikTok Live.
You're going, thanks for the galaxy.
So I was on TikTok Live. And I was eating every Pop-Tart flavor. I bought a bunch of Pop-Tart flavors and was like, that'd be fun to eat a bunch of Pop-Tarts.
That's fun.
Because I try to,
spice it up.
I get really
You figure cake,
bored
Pop-Tarts,
easily.
they're the same type of shit.
And so I'm eating all these Pop-Tarts and I start getting comments being like, excuse me, don't you know we're protesting Pop-Tart? And I was like,
are we protesting?
And I was like, no, actually, I didn't know that. And so I said,
was there a lot of comments?
I started, that's the thing. At first, no one was saying anything, but then one person hears it.
First, no one was watching.
And then the other person goes and Googles it really quick, then comes back and is all of a sudden fucking an expert on the Pop-Tart protest.
And then you, by the way, you trying to shove down a frosted like s'mores thing, cold sweating, being like, holy shit, my career's over.
And I'm thinking it's like a Gaza thing. So I'm like, Paul, my brother who lives with me. I'm like, Paul, can you search the Pop-Tart protest? Because maybe I should actually, like maybe this is a bad thing.
You're worried I've been supporting like a free Palestine. Now I'm eating Pop-Tarts. I'm fucking canceled.
Totally. So I'm thinking that's what this is. No.
Why are we?
No, the protest is that the CEO of like Kellogg or whatever came out and said, groceries are expensive. So maybe you should be eating cereal for dinner. It's a more affordable thing to do. And it's this like rich asshole who said this thing about people who can't afford food. And I think that's terrible. It's awful. It's terrible.
By the way, the CEO of Kellogg's telling people to eat cereal is completely normal.
No, it actually, so
I heard the quote. It is totally out of touch. Absolutely.
But the thing is, like, no, I didn't know that. And like, I'm so sorry I don't know everything. Like, how do you all have time to know everything? Are you just on Twitter all day?
Yes, they are. And so are you, seemingly.
I swear to God, I'm not. I mean, I'm online, and that's why I was shocked because I was like, I didn't even know about the Pop-Tart protest. And I had gone through, I tried to do my due diligence. I've said no. I've turned down like money from brands.
Oh yeah, me too.
Who like money.
Oh
like,
yeah.
It hurt my feelings to do.
Well, no, because that's kind of the thing I've noticed actually is when a brand is embroiled in hot water, that's when they send the offer for me to maybe do a podcast ad.
But that's the thing. It's like, I believe that we vote with our dollars. I think it's a great thing. I'm not going to like push Pop-Tarts necessarily. Maybe I don't fucking know. But the point is, I just love the idea of
you eating Pop-Tarts.
And I'm fully thinking that, Miles, I had a tower. Let me show you. Hang on. Can I show you?
You being like, what do you mean we're protesting Pop-Tarts? Boxes piled high of Pop-Tarts behind.
Hang on. This is pretty good because it's like so over the top. Like I went to 5 stores to get all the Pop-Tarts.
This is insane. You just cold starting being like, I think the s'mores one's my favorite.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Like it was so many Pop-Tarts.
You have a pyramid of Pop-Tarts. Someone also just telling you, it's like a little kid being scolded, them being like, don't you know we're protesting Pop-Tarts? And you're like, holy shit, my life is over.
And I'm like, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's important to know. And it's this thing, man, these corporations, these fat cat fuckers, man.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Johnny, life is confusing.
It is.
Life is confusing. And if you find yourself eating a stack of Pop-Tarts on TikTok Live to try to get cash, send me a galaxy, and someone comments and they say, hey, stop this, Johnny.
Yeah.
Then you've been in Johnny's shoes as well.
Yeah.
Then
I'm trying to answer your question. What makes me perfect?
I think that makes you perfect.
Okay.
I think it makes you perfect to be caught pop-handed. Pop-Tart in hand.
Okay.
Did you eat all the Pop-Tarts?
No, that I couldn't get through them all. I gave some
emotionally after you.
I gave some to my neighbors. I gave some to my. I have a woman who comes to clean my house, which I have some.
You talking to me, Willis?
I'm having some feelings right now.
Let's go
in life.
Okay, Johnny's canceled by the Pop-Tart lobby and hiring someone. But Johnny, we didn't come on the show to talk about your house cleaner. And we didn't come on the show today to talk about your Pop-Tarts. What we came on the show today to do is to listen and learn and advise the people. And they're at 911 and they have big problems and we need to solve them, Johnny.
This is what 911 goes to?
It does. I redirected in the area. I redirected in the area so we get the calls. But before we do that, Johnny, if you like the show, then you should absolutely rate and subscribe it. And follow on every single platform. If you follow us on Instagram and you turn on notifications for the stories, I post details for when to call into the show with your problem on the Instagram story. So check that out. And if you love the show, then you consider joining us on Patreon, where we have ad-free extended versions of every single episode, including this one. We kind of got raw and real and into it about the time I almost pancaked someone with my car 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And also we have bonus episodes every single Friday where I call back people from the show and I get their updates on how my advice changed their life, as well as all the live episodes are rolling out and doling out on there. We've got, when this episode comes out, we have episodes from Austin, episodes from San Francisco with the Wrecking Ball crew, and episodes from Boston as well. And the new ones every single week. It's kind of crazy.
A lot of bang for your buck.
Lot of bang for your buck, Johnny. That's what I like to say, and that's what I like to hear.
Yep.
But check us out on Patreon. But until then, Johnny, it's time to answer the call.
Great.
Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. You know that you want to give your loved ones something special because they deserve it. The busy holiday season is here and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible handpicked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. I got a couple friends of mine, this whiskey escape room. It's basically a cage that you put around a whiskey and it comes with a lock. You seal the lock and you have to solve this little game that comes with a bunch of cards and you and your friends solve it, and at the end, you get to have whiskey. So what could be greater than a great puzzle and a glass of whiskey? When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the US. They have the most meaningful, out-of-the-ordinary gifts anywhere. They even have gifts you can personalize. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, not the same old selections you could find just anywhere, and with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So get shopping. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/perfectperson. That's uncommongoods.com/perfectperson for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary.
Hey, Miles, quick question. I have a husband who keeps toilet paper in his butt, and I really need to know how to tell him that that's like a major ick of mine. So if you could give me a call, that would be super great. Thanks. Bye.
Before we call back, can we just hypothesize why he's doing this?
I think he's like, what if I leak a fart?
Okay, great. Are you putting your money on that one?
Yeah, that's kind of what do you think it is?
My money is it's actually more of a sweat issue.
Hello?
Hello, you called perfect person. I'm here to call you back, and I'm here with JonnyCakes.
Hello.
Shut Hi.
Hi, how's it going? Obviously, I'm here with JonnyCakes, and Johnny, can you give a fake name to this person, please? Oh my God, Johnny's literally
Pamela. Like
Pamela?
Pamela, but it's spelled Pamela.
And again, this episode comes out the day after the election. Pamela. Okay, Pamela, almost like Pamela.
Right, it's spelled like Pamela, but it's pronounced like Kamala.
It's something that Michael Scott maybe says in The Office. He goes, Pamela.
Totally.
Okay, so Pamela, what the hell is going on with your husband's butt?
Great question. Love to answer. I'm like freaking out and I'm hiding in my bathroom.
Well, yeah,
So,
because you
okay.
just outed your husband.
Yeah, that's right. Is your husband in the house?
Of course he's in the house.
Ask him to run out. Ask him to run out and grab some toilet paper.
Honey, I need some toilet paper. It's all in my butt. I have to know what's going on with your husband's
We place
butt.
guesses on what is happening here.
Yeah, we've got a sort of cross bet going on with your husband's butt. But why don't you tell us where the problem started?
It started from the beginning. When I met him, he said, I have a secret. And I said, okay,
What the fuck?
tell me more. And he said he gets swamp ass and he counteracts the swamp ass by putting bits of toilet paper between his butt cheeks and holding him there the entire fucking day.
Pamela, thank you so much. I just want to thank you because I just won. Miles has to now pay me $500.
No!
Yeah, because I just won the bet.
That's crazy. So, okay, so he's got he sort of is putting have you seen him do this?
It's come out.
Yeah.
And I found it on the fucking floor.
That's the issue. Is what if it slides? Does he wear boxers?
It's like are those the tight ones?
Boxer briefs are the tighter
Boxer briefs
ones.
would probably help keep him in. If he was wearing boxers, it would probably just fall down his pants. Sometimes.
Boxer briefs, boxers, I think that it's not keeping in. But boxer briefs, they're keeping it tight and they're keeping it firm. What do you wear?
I don't know what's going on. If he's just like farting hella hard or something, but it's coming out.
And how long have you guys been together?
Yeah.
Because you've put up with this for
like
a long
8
time.
years.
Wow.
Oh
Why
my
call
goodness.
now? Why call today?
Now? Why call today? What was have you mentioned this to him that it's disgusting before? And by the way, I want to say the jury's not out on whether this is a bad idea because I'm like, he does have swamp ass and he doesn't want to, so it's like, what do we need him to do? But that is honestly, we're going to solve that in a second. Totally. For you, have you mentioned before that this is a unique behavior to your husband?
Yeah. I said, that's honestly fucking disgusting. And he said, would you rather me just walk around with poo in my butt? And I said, probably not.
Wait a minute.
The problem is...
Hang on.
Yes.
Poo.
Wait, poo.
Pamela.
That's different than
Hey, Pamela.
swamp ass.
I got to tell you what. Poo is not swamp ass. Poo is the fucking sewer system.
Does he think swamp ass is when you shit yourself?
Your boyfriend needs to wear a diaper.
A little bit.
No.
Okay.
Pamela, get your husband a diaper.
This complicates things, Pamela, because I was going to say we can find a powder, something, a spray,
a baby powder,
something for him. But I think actually he's shitting himself.
So yeah, if it is an issue of him saying, well, what, do you want me to poop myself? Your husband needs to go to the doctor.
I was thinking maybe we start off with like dude wipes.
I bought dude wipes.
Can I talk about dude wipes for a second?
Yep.
I am anti dude wipes only because I don't like the idea that there has to be a product that's like, it's like wiping your butt, but not for chicks.
I bought them for a video I did like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I get it.
You get the dude. Well, yeah, there's wet wipes.
Yeah, but they're better.
No, they're. Why do you say that? Do they have rough detergent?
It's pretty misogynistic.
It's pretty misogynistic. Yeah, that's exactly right.
All aboard!
Okay, but I don't. But hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Misogyny alert!
Wait, you just have that queued up ready to go?
That's right. You got a misogyny alert.
No, can I just? Oh, is that a joke from the show that I should know because I listen to it every week?
Do you listen to the show every week? No, that's exactly right. Johnny's told me before this, Pamela, that he does listen to the show.
I do listen to some episodes.
Oh yeah, which one of those last?
I listened to the Courtney Parchment episode last, but that was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
Yep.
That was months ago.
Yep, the Kelsey Dara.
Yeah, also months ago.
Yeah, I didn't listen in a while.
Johnny, can I say this? I watch every single cake video.
You think I won Is It Cake? Like you didn't watch Is It Cake?
You won. You won the Is It Cake celebrity season. You won. You won the celebrity season.
Okay. Anyway, I'm so sorry, Pamela. We're talking about your husband's test. What I was going to say is it is misogynistic, except I think anybody can use dude wipes.
That's equality.
No, I'm serious. Like, why is a man a dude?
I actually like this. When I say, hey dudes, sometimes that is
dude.
It's the new y'all. Dudes is the new y'all.
Anyway,
you didn't talk about it. You didn't call it about this. You called it about how to approach your husband about. I mean, I feel that getting him maybe a thick boxer brief will get the job done. Unless have you had evidence that he's shitting himself?
No.
You've never seen it.
Is he saying he's shitting himself?
Well, yeah, but I'm not like checking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we need
maybe like period underwear.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, this is a really good idea. Can you shit in period underwear? Honestly, period underwear for dudes that have swamp ass is not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Because I'm like, it's absorbent. It's getting the job done.
I think that's what a diaper is.
No, but period underwear is like a little bit different. Am I wrong about this, Pamela?
Yeah, you can like reuse it.
Yeah, you can reuse it, and it's like built for explicitly this, which I think that like getting him a pair of period underwear is so fucking funny, Pamela, and I do think that you should do it and just say, hey, this way you don't, because the idea also, he's probably uncomfortable. He's tired of clenching. Like to hold something between your butt cheeks for that long, I feel requires immense concentration that he could be spending on other mental tasks.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why he has ADHD.
You know
Maybe.
You know what I think he does need to do?
What's that?
Wherever he goes, I think he should carry an extra pair of boxer briefs or whatever he wears.
Yeah.
Because then he can just like not worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm this guy, I'm wearing a diaper. I'm not worrying about it.
So he's worried about shitting himself, you think? Like is that a big
Ultimately,
fear for
we
him?
boil it down.
I mean, it's happened before.
Okay.
He shit himself before?
People shit themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he do for work?
He's in the military.
That's incredible.
Okay.
So got it. Yeah,
I would shit myself if I was in the military too.
It's
because
scary.
It's scary.
It can be intense. It can be an intense environment. So I do think that I don't know that much about the military, but I think that if he was wearing period underwear, it might be a tough environment to pull that off. However, he's got to find a solution. I think you should just be like, hey, are you sure he's still doing it?
Yeah, he told me about it the other day.
Oh my God.
This is crazy.
I just can't
That's
imagine.
what I'm saying. It kind of gives me the ick a little bit.
But why does the toilet paper prevent, like if you shit yourself, a little piece of toilet paper is not going to do anything. Isn't it?
I think the idea is it? I think the idea is that it's like for just the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. That seems like something they would say in the military.
Yeah. Honestly, maybe he's just like very prepared.
I think he's he's extremely prepared. He doesn't want anything to go wrong, and so that's why he's keeping it. But to me, a pair of period underwear or just a thick extra like pair of underwear, something real reliable. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Is that to me is what he's got. Because also it's like he's gonna be able to. I think it's got to be period underwear for me, and a pair, and maybe you buy him some dude wipes and just say, hey. Maybe we fix the end of the problem instead of you having to clench your butt cheeks the whole day.
And if there's an issue with swamp ass, I'm sure there's got to be a powder.
I think a baby powder, you could just be like, hey, have you considered using baby powder?
I can Google swamp ass powder.
Swamp ass powder is another good thing that you're going to want to Google, Pamela. And I think that's the last thing I'm going to say about it. Pamela, how do you feel about this before we let you go?
I feel like we didn't.
Honestly, I think that's perfect. I should have called in much sooner.
That's exactly right. I want everybody whose boyfriend is putting toilet paper in his butt to call. And by the way, when I say boyfriend, I mean your husband in the military, and we thank him for his service. And Pamela, best of luck with your boyfriend's butt. My husband. I'm sorry I keep cheapening your relationship. I don't know why I keep doing that.
That's okay.
Honestly,
I appreciate it.
It's a misogyny alert. It's Miles' misogyny alert. Pamela, you have the most amazing evening.
Thank you so much. And when you go out of the bathroom, tell your husband you were just on with, I don't know, sales call.
I was on a sales call. What do you do for work, Pamela?
I'm a social worker, so I feel like I should know how to handle this.
Oh, you're going to do great.
Yeah, it was a work call.
Just say it was a work call you were on, because in a lot of ways, this is a write-off, because I am sort of giving you advice and you are socially working the situation.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for the supervision. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Pamela.
Thank
Bye.
you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Social work.
Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't want to rub it in, but I know she was, Pamela, we got to talk.
Yeah.
Is it swamp ass or is he shitting himself?
Well, I do think that it's sort of like he's afraid to admit that he does have a leaky bum.
Is that a thing, leaky bum?
I don't know. I've maybe coined it.
Yeah.
Leaky bum hats coming and mugs coming soon. Leaky bum.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, mug that says leaky bum. Okay, Johnny, we've got to help someone else.
Okay.
Now, Johnny, because you're on the show, I figure it's like, we want to use your expertise.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this call is a great example of that.
Okay.
Hey, Miles. So my high school shawty and I have been texting again after like 15, 16 years, and I can't tell after her inviting me to Japan if she's trying to holler or not. So I need a little bit of advice.
Incredible call.
I thought it was... Sorry.
What was that?
I thought there were two straight men calling you. Got it. It's just there's one.
Did you think there were two straight men calling?
Do you think two straight men ever
listen
call
to the show? You know what I'll say? We don't get a lot of straight men calling in.
Yeah, we got it.
And by the way, that's actually maybe us being presumptive, because the high school shouty he says after her. So after her inviting me to Japan. Yeah. So we don't get a lot of straight male men calling in, and we get even less of those straight male calls that are like as good as the other calls.
Okay.
So this is sort of a rare occurrence where we can dive deeply into the straight listenership.
Cool.
And solve their problems.
Great.
You're lying right now.
Hello, you called perfect person, and I'm here to call you back. I'm with JonnyCakes.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for calling us. Johnny, can I get a fake name for this person, please? Dude? Was that you about to say?
Dude, bro.
Dude, bro. Okay, dude, bro. Dude, bro.
Totally okay.
First of all, dude, bro, thank you so much for listening to the show. I'm sure, as you may know, we don't get a lot of callers just like you who call in. So it's nice to be able to solve a problem from a fellow dude.
Yeah, we're just broing out over here, so we thought we'd call back a dude. See what a dude's up to on this Sunday.
Oh my God. That's awesome, man. Y'all, I'm so happy you guys called. And I'm having like, oh man, I got Miles. Is that JonnyCakes?
Yeah, that's right. That's JonnyCakes.
Yeah, just broing out. You know me.
Johnny, excuse me, dude, bro. Why don't you tell us about your problem?
All right. So like a few weeks ago, I follow my high school shawty, as I put her, as I said in the message.
That's exactly right.
Can they have a fake name?
Yes, please, Johnny.
Lady bit parts.
Jesus Christ, Johnny.
Jesus Christ. Is that bad?
Lady parts?
Okay, how about...
That's honestly, that's misogyny alert for Johnny.
Misogyny alert.
All right. What's a woman's name?
Her.
Capital H.
Capital H, her.
Yeah.
Okay. So I met her in high school.
It's just her. That's not a name. That's not a name. It's a pronoun.
It's just a pronoun. Okay, so yeah, you met her in high school.
It was our junior year. She is from Hong Kong, and her dad's from here. Her mom's from Japan. She grew up in Hong Kong. She moved to here, being Indiana. We became friends. Kind of became that kind of like, will they, won't they? There was cute energy. She was my first kiss. I took her homecoming. It was really sweet. Now, as teenagers and like life moves on, like we obviously didn't end up together. Mm-hmm. Now we went on separate paths. A few weeks ago, we follow each other on socials and whatnot, and I just saw that she had like some type of like dumpling in her post.
Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah, man.
We love a dumpling.
I just love that. Just being like, I happened upon a dumpling and it was in her post. So
it was like in her IG story.
She posted an IG story of a dumpling.
And I was just like, oh man, that looks really great. I wonder if I can make that because I like to cook and whatnot.
Nice.
And I just was like, hey, what kind of dumpling is that? As just like a reply to the message.
That's a great question.
She was just like, oh my God, like it's XYZ kind of dumpling. But she's like, how have you been? And just like, things have been really cool. And, you know, we've been chatting, but over the time of us chatting over a few weeks, like, I feel like she's been kind of like trying to gauge me out of like where I am in my life and like romantic wise. Cause like she's been talking about like people she's been dating and like our other tea, and things have just like really snapped like back into place really easily.
Oh, that's so great. Wow. That's like really exciting. I feel like this is prime for romance to happen here. Now, when you say she's been talking about her, like she's been like, oh, I've been like dating X, Y, and Z or this person, like, how have you been sussing that out?
I've been trying to keep it like, you know, platonic and like not trying to go into like some of them spicy areas or whatnot.
Yeah.
But then she started talking about how like she is just like not having success over in Hong Kong where she lives. She's dating this comedian and she knows that I do comedy. And so she's been trying to like pick my brain and stuff. And then like, I could kind of tell like maybe if she's trying to compare us to each other. Cause like now I've noticed she's starting to ask more questions of like, so like, do you have like a house or are you seeing anybody? And like send pictures of like a cute outfit. Cause I told her that I wear hoochie daddy shorts sometimes. She's like, I need to see a picture of that. And I was just like, I ain't sent one yet. Cause I'm just like, whoa, what you trying to see?
Wow.
You know?
Yeah. To me, it's if you're wondering if it's on, somebody being like, I'm wearing X and somebody being like, send me a picture of that. To me, that's feels pretty on.
That's on.
That's on to me.
In all of this, she's planned a trip to Japan with some friends. And at one point she was like, do you want to go? It's in April. And I was like, oh shit, I actually think I can like make that happen. So now I'm like, wait, are you just trying to see what's up now? Because the second that I said yeah about that, she's been trying to get me to come out for like Christmas and like,
whoa,
she's been trying to like talk about how like she's got family still in Indiana. So she want to try to come out and see her family there. But I'm like, I know you're going to want to try to stay in Indy. And like in the NAP, you know, and try to see what's up with me here. So I'm like, what? I don't know what the energy is all the way.
You probably want to do like the least effort to get the answer, like to get the truth, right? She's sort of like, you guys have this newfound flirtation, maybe you're sort of old flames from high school, but you also don't want to smother it and put it out. I think that the best option that you've said thus far is if she's going to come visit Indiana for family, you should be like, oh, it'd be great to see you when you're here, and do that option first before committing to anything else. Because I think that like it is true that maybe she's like, oh yeah, this is flirtatious and whatever, but also you guys haven't seen each other in like 15 years. So when you end up in the same room, you're not even sure how that's going to go down. You could get in the same room and then maybe she's like, oh, I'm actually feeling shy and I thought, you know, like who knows, right? Because you guys be in the same room really to like understand the full breadth of modern chemistry. And by the way, that's merch. What I just said is a poem.
Oh my God.
But I think that like, especially with an old flame like this, you almost want to get in the room and stress test the crush to make sure that you're both on the same page before committing to an international trip. What do you think about that, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, I think the timing might be a little tricky because have you said yes for sure to the trip to Japan?
I really just like, as dude bro's been wanting to go to Japan his whole life.
Oh,
no, that's the thing. That's the thing. So are you going to do it for sure, do you think?
Dude bro's going to have a good time in Japan if dude bro goes, regardless if any hanky-panky happens.
I would even, yes, I think that's perfect. And I would even say that like, if you decide to go to Japan, that's great. Expect nothing. And if you go and you expect nothing and something fun happens, that's great. But go expecting the most, like expecting almost not to see them. And then if it's like, oh, we're going to hang out, that's a platonic hangout. And then if chemistry strikes you in the moment, that's great. but you just don't want to. I find that it's like under expect and over deliver. Is that a phrase?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like that way you go, let's say you guys are like, oh, let's hang out. Oh, you know what? We're getting coffee. Oh, wow, this went so well. Oh, what if we hang out and we get dinner later? Oh, wow, that went so well.
Yeah.
But like take each one as if they're all gifts instead of expecting a big present. And then Christmas Day comes and you open it up and guess what? It's just cereal.
I've been thinking a lot about getting hit by a bus and being like, well,
that's the end of the episode. I just cut off. Credits roll there. I've been thinking a lot about getting hit
just
by
like
a
if
bus.
I got hit by a bus today in this moment.
Yeah. So excited to see how, and by the way, this relates back.
I promise it does.
Yeah.
Would I be like, well, I did it. I milked life for all it was worth. I took the marrow out of life.
Yeah.
I don't know. The idea of a flirt mance from high school, a will they won't they are Ross and Rachel from the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Like, how fun. You gotta at least give it a try.
I think so.
Have her come visit. Spend the holidays together a little bit.
Yeah.
Go listen to Christmas carols together. If you get hit by a bus, I want you to be able to be like, well, here I am in heaven. And you know what? I scratched that itch. I tried.
That's a good point. I think that it's like, maybe go to Japan and be like, who knows? Maybe it'll end up being something. And I think that like, especially if you already wanted to go to Japan, I mean, Japan's so sick. It's highly recommend it for a trip. But if you go and then this like ends up happening, I think that's great. You just don't want to put too much pressure on her or it in case it doesn't happen. Because then you don't want to set yourself up for a situation where you're feeling disappointed.
Oh, definitely. I also, from a gay perspective here, just real quick, I may not be so dude bro-y. Yeah, exactly. You have the gay button too. I may not be a dude bro myself, but I can tell you, I listen, dude bro, I'm queerer than a $3 bill, okay? But I gotta tell you, something I really like, there's a lot of issues I have in the gay community. Something I really like that we do is we're all just hanging out. We're friends. We go on the trip. We don't know if we're going to hook up or not.
Sure.
But actually, most of the time we aren't going to hook up. You know what I mean? Like, let's be fucking real about it. We're all whores.
You're saying that there's like unlimited potential happening at all moments.
Sometimes I think straight people put too much pressure on things. It's like, well, I don't know if I should see her at Christmas. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do that. It's like, just fucking see her.
Jump in.
It's not a guarantee. You guys don't have to hook up. It may happen. It may not happen. Yeah. But don't put that. Don't worry too much about it. You guys are just people.
Agreed.
You know each other from high school. You have the history. I really think you should go full force into this and see what's there.
I do agree that I don't think that you'll ever regret the time you went to Japan for an amazing experience.
No.
And then it's like, it turns out the person that maybe you thought you were there to see, oh, you know what? That's just a friend. But then the solo adventure you go on by yourself, you'll never forget.
Yeah. Or maybe you'll meet somebody in Japan.
Maybe you'll meet someone in Japan.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
So I want to give some context real quick, because I feel like I might have maybe just missaid some things. So she was telling me to come to her in Hong Kong for Christmas.
Oh, well, that's never going to happen.
Yeah, you shouldn't don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
That's too much. But that also is like it's no sweat on her for her to tell you to come into Hong Kong, but it is an insane logistical nightmare for you to try to make a trip happen to Hong Kong just to see someone you haven't seen for 15 years. But I think that it is further evidence that it is hashtag on.
The bomb is the shit.
The fart noise? Hell yeah. Let's absolutely go.
The other thing was, so the trip to Japan is like, it's like an itinerary thing. So there's like other people that are going to be there, but it's just a whole time of adventure in Japan.
I get that.
Yeah.
And you couldn't hop in and out of that?
It sounds like you probably could. I mean, you could also go and then suss out the vibe. And maybe, honestly, having a bunch of itinerary stuff on a travel trip is good sometimes, because it's like overwhelming to be like, I'm just going to wander. But you could also go do this. And then if like you get a weird vibe after the first day, you could just be like, you know what? I'm actually going to do my own thing and I'll just meet you guys and stay. You know, like you can do whatever you want. Your life is an unlimited. You're not in Candyland. You're in freaking World of Warcraft.
you fucking nailed it.
You know what I mean? But dude, bro, thank you so much for calling. I'm very excited. I would love if you have any updates to this situation to find out how your Japan trip went. Oh my God.
For sure.
I will absolutely hit you guys back. I'm very excited just for Japan in general. And I loved your Japan video, Miles. I'm sad you guys missed your reservation.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, thank you for watching that, by the way. We shot I shot a Laundry World Part 2 that hasn't come out yet just because I haven't had time to edit it, but I got to edit it. I love Japan. I can't wait to go back. You rock. Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for listening to the show.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Miles. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nice to talk to you. I hope it goes well.
Yeah, have a good night. Bye-bye. Wow.
Do you have any perfect person marriages yet?
Perfect person. Have I brought people together?
Yeah, like if this guy gets married to her, I would call that a perfect person marriage.
You know what? I don't know if that's true, but I do know that people who listen sound off in the comments. But people at the live show, some of them were like, "We both love your show," and like got together. And that was one of the things that brought us together when we were first.
Where do they meet, in the comment section, or?
I don't know. I think they meet in real life and then discover they both love it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. So they're sitting on a first date,
and they're like,
"You probably never heard of it." But
it's called the Perfect Person Podcast at the same time.
Yeah.
Want to try that again?
Yep.
It's called the Perfect Person Podcast. So it's just like that.
I didn't know the first time around. I didn't know I was supposed to hop in on that.
It's called the Perfect Person Podcast. We're still sort of off.
Why do I say it that way?
You say a Perfect Person Podcast.
On my first dates, I say, "Do you listen to?" This is kind of a crazy question, but do you listen to Perfect Person Podcast? And they just leave me hanging.
Is that how you? It's like some people will be like, and by the way, I have a same question for you. Do you think that some people are sitting on a first date and they're like, "How'd it go? What kind of stuff are you into? Like, what do you watch?" And they're like, "Oh, my favorite movie is The Shining. I also watch JonnyCakes."
I didn't know what you were going to say. I also watch
JonnyCakes.
No, I've never had
Winner
that.
of Is It Cake Season 1.
No, because you're talking about people on a first date, and like 8-year-old girls don't go on dates with each other.
I think sometimes to the zoo.
What?
Maybe 2 8-year-olds do a play date.
Oh yeah, and they discover they both like JonnyCakes. No, I'm serious. Is that what you're asking?
Where were you when you first discovered you like JonnyCakes?
I also feel like I gave terrible advice today. One woman was like, "My husband has swamp ass." I'm like, "No, he doesn't. He's shitting himself." And the other guy's like, "I already booked a trip to Japan," and I said, "Cool, go for it."
Yeah, you revealed that he had swamp ass.
Yeah.
But okay, Johnny. Well, we've got to get back on the horn.
Okay.
Hi, Miles. I'm just calling because I have some really interesting details about a potential fish murder. So if you're interested in the details, please call me back. Thanks.
Wow.
I mean, I love a whodunit.
And she knows how to make you want to lean in.
Because at the end of the day, I'm a detective.
Totally.
If nothing else.
Totally.
Do you like whodunits?
I love whodunits.
You just go, no. Hang up.
Hello?
Hello. You called Perfect Person, and I'm here to call you back because you have got a mystery on your hands. I do declare. Call me Benoit Blanc because I'm about to solve this murder. And I've got JonnyCakes in the office as well. Johnny, say hello.
Oh my God, this is like the most exciting thing that's ever happened.
Oh my God. Am I supposed to do an accent, Miles?
Well, I was sort of doing Benoit Blanc, but I'll go in.
I want to be like a 1930s detective. Like, shitty, here you got a hand over here.
Could you not? But Johnny, we need a fake name for this person.
Okay.
Here we go. Johnny's so good at this. Johnny's nailed the last couple names, and this one's going to be even better. Here we go.
Princess Peach.
Oh. Did you hear that, caller?
I did not. No, what did he say?
I said Princess Peach.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
Miles does not like it.
Miles does not like it.
I know. I'll tell you. I thought it was fine. Johnny, okay. And Johnny, can you have a name for the fish?
Waluigi.
I really thought it was gonna be Yoshi.
Yoshi's better.
Can we do Yoshi?
Yoshi.
Princess Peach, please tell me where the murder happened.
In like June of last year, I stopped being friends with this one person, just for a variety of reasons.
Bowser.
And this person, Bowser, had a key to my house. And in January of that year, we had agreed to go to a concert together, but that concert was in November, so we were no longer friends.
Yikes. The old
when the concert happened.
Concert friendship break. We've all been there.
Devastating. You got the tickets, but then you don't have the bills.
Right. But so we were going with 2 other people. So I was like, you know what? Like, we're not really talking anymore, but I'm still going to go. I'm still going to have a good time. And the concert was in a city, like, I live in a city, but it's a different city, like about an hour and a half from me.
Okay.
And so I drove up there separately because I did not want to drive with this person.
What was the falling out about?
Oh, a lot of things. They were just generally unsupportive when I had surgery. They got uncomfortable about me having other friends. They tried to show up to one of my dates. It was a whole thing.
Wait a minute.
All of that sounds interesting, but why did they try to show up to one of your dates?
She just like wanted to be supportive, but like in an overstepping kind of way.
It was like I don't know you or your life, but it sounds like an overbearing friend, like someone that was like needed a little too much commitment for the friendship and felt, you said, controlling.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Okay. Copy that.
We got it.
Okay, got it. So showed up to your date. Dang, that's crazy. Okay, so this person you did not drive over to the concert with, and what happened at the concert?
When we were walking back to my car, or when we were walking back to whoever's car we had taken to the parking lot, she made a joke about my fish, like just like offhanded. I had asked her to feed the fish while I was on vacation a few weeks prior to this, and she was like, she like made some kind of joke about like messing with my fish while I was gone.
Yoshi. Yoshi. We're talking about Yoshi, right?
We're talking about Yoshi here. But so you guys hadn't been friends for how long before the concert?
Maybe 4 or 5 months.
Okay. And so you still asked her to feed the fish?
No, I was on vacation before that. So that was probably March.
Got it. So you did, it was you asked her to feed the fish before you had the fallout or after?
Before. So we stopped talking in June.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay,
so you stopped talking in June. Okay, so you asked her to feed the fish, then you had the immediate fallout in June.
Yes.
Okay. And if we put you on a
he made some joke about messing with my fish or putting a tortilla in his tank or something.
And just to clarify, if we put you on a polygraph,
we just gotta clarify.
If we put you on a polygraph, you would say that the fallout happened in June.
I kind of slow ghosted her, but yes, the last time we had a conversation was like June.
Okay,
got it.
And she made a joke about putting a tortilla in the tank.
Right, which I don't think fish can eat bread. So, like, effectively would be killing him, right?
I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm pretty sure that fish, like, only eat bread.
You think fish only eat bread?
No, Miles, you're thinking of the big fish that you throw bread at.
I'm thinking of, like, when I threw bread in a duck pond, sometimes
that's a duck.
He's a goldfish. He was.
Thank you. Princess Peach, you must forgive my friend Miles. I understand that Yoshi is on a strictly gluten-free diet.
I didn't realize Yoshi was gluten-free.
Yeah, Yoshi can't have gluten.
So, got it. So fish can't have bread apparently. So there was a joke about a tortilla in the tank.
But she's joking about killing your fish.
Right. And so when I came back from this city, right, everybody else stayed there, and because of my falling out with her, I drove home after the concert.
Oh.
And when I came back, I walked into my room, and the fish tank is on my desk, and I noticed the fish was not in his tank. And I was looking around, and I found the fish underneath my dresser. And he was 5 years old. He had never once jumped out of the tank, and there was clear like splash marks coming out. And so our theory is that her boyfriend or her dad came in and threw the fish on the floor and walked away.
No, because she had a good alibi. She was at the concert with you.
She couldn't have.
Right. But she had a key to my house.
Yes.
Wait, but what?
And she knew. Crazy. No, and she knew you were going to be out of the house.
So she knew you were going to be out of the house.
Perfect crime.
But she. And
right.
By the way,
so do you guys think that she killed the fish, or do you think I'm like grasping at straws?
No,
I'm interested in this. Okay, I have follow-up questions as well. Okay, so you asked her to feed the fish. So when was the concert?
The concert was in November.
Okay, the concert was in November. Wait.
Yeah, Miles, I got it.
Well, this is last November.
Last November.
Yeah, but
I see.
The friend who we call Bowser.
Yeah, we called Bowser.
Bowser still has the key from when she fed the fish in March or
Right,
June.
because I slow ghosted her. I never got my stuff back.
Yeah,
from
you
her.
got to get your
And so
key
she
back
still
from
had the
Bowser.
key.
And the fallout was such that you said you slow ghosted her, but the fallout was such that like she knew she was done with you. You guys had a big.
Oh, absolutely. I tried to explain my problem with her upwards of 4 times. And she just kind of was like, well, I'm sorry. Like, that's just how I'm friends with people. And if you don't like that, like, I'm just trying to be friends with you.
Yeah. I've been in a friendship where I felt suffocated, and you got to kind of just like the slow ghost is unfortunately like kind of because you can't break up with a friend.
No, you just fade away, or you have a big conversation and then you fade away, or you fade away.
Yeah,
there's only 2 options. But my question is, so you believe it was either in the dead of night?
But don't expose me.
Yeah,
I don't know if she listens.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
Okay, we won't. I mean, I think she'll know. If she listens, I think she knows.
If she's like, I killed the fish.
Wait, here's my
right, but like I feel like it'll cause drama because we're going to be in the same wedding in a few. It's a whole other thing.
Do you have any fish who you're leaving at home alone?
So don't leave a fish at home. But here's what I think happened. And by the way, first of all, there's a couple theories here that I have. Normal, everyday, run of the mill theories.
Okay.
Theory A that I'm calling the accident. The fish, he jumps out. He flops on the ground for a little bit, dead as a doornail. He's dead on the ground, right? The accident, natural order of things, it's just chaos, right? Life happened. You're saying he's 5 years old, he's never done it. He's a fucking fish. So sometimes fish jump.
Sometimes they have to live 5 years.
Sometimes they have to live 5 years to realize they want to jump.
Yep.
Well,
okay.
Not that your fish was, anyway.
Maybe he was.
No.
Well,
it's sometimes at least. Well, I don't know if I want to riff on this too much longer, but theory two.
Fish can have mental health issues.
That's exactly.
Think.
Yeah, and they really yes.
Actually, I don't know that they have mental capacity.
I believe the fish actually.
No, they remember.
They do.
I thought they didn't remember was the whole thing.
They remember. He knew who I was. He would sit next to me while I did my makeup.
He knew.
So okay, that's theory 1. Theory 2. In the dead of night, her dad came into the house, used the key, took the fish, threw it on the ground, and got in his truck and left. So, talk to me about why you think it's the boyfriend of their dad.
I know that she wouldn't, obviously I wouldn't think it was her because she was with me.
Yeah.
It would have been impossible.
But her boyfriend did once walk into my house while I was asleep to get a pan from my kitchen.
What? Why?
Yeah, so she texted me and was like, hey, can he come over? We need this cupcake pan. And I was like, sure, expecting that he would knock when he came in.
He used the key.
And he didn't. He just walked right in and was in my kitchen looking for the pan. And I was asleep.
Whoa.
Or I was trying to fall asleep. And then I came outside and I was like, what?
That's wild.
What are you doing? And he was just standing in my kitchen looking through my cabinets.
And was he didn't live there. It was just your home. The boy. Are you tight with the boyfriend or you don't like him?
I mean, we were tight when we were talking, but now I haven't talked to him.
Oh
my gosh! I mean,
why? Did
you ask for the key back in that moment?
Yeah. Were you can I actually have my key back? This is. Were you hey, this is crazy that you didn't knock?
Yes, I did say why did you not knock? And he was like, oh, sorry, I thought you might have been sleeping. And I was like, again, why did you not? Why did you walk into my house if you thought I was going to be sleeping?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's unsettling for sure. And the boyfriend, have you talked to the boyfriend since the fallout?
No.
Okay, I have a question. Does Bowser know for a fact that you don't have a camera or security of any kind?
This is exactly what, yeah.
Yes.
You've said something to Bowser oh, I don't have a camera or security.
No, but Bowser has been in my house and knows there's not a camera.
Right.
Okay,
right.
However, you haven't talked to Bowser since the fallout, pretty much.
Right. So I guess she really couldn't know if I had installed one since.
Yes. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. And this is a little daring. It's a sting operation.
Okay.
I want you to text a Bowser.
Okay.
I know that you killed my fish.
No, don't do this. Don't do this.
Because here's the thing. This relationship's dead anyway.
Right.
You text. I know.
But I do still have to interact with her at my friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is why you want to get this cleared up.
No.
I know that you killed my fish. I just need to know why.
Miles.
And then you put the ball in her court. She's going to say, if she texts back, what are you talking about? You go, oh my gosh, I was kidding.
No.
So excited to see you at the wedding.
Miles, what if this could backfire so easily?
What's the backfire? Who cares, right?
If somebody texted me that and I had nothing to do with their dead fish, I'd be like, oh, you're paranoid.
Yeah.
I think Princess Peach, wait a minute, you still have mutual friends, obviously. You're going to the same wedding, right?
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Have you brought this up to any of them?
I have, and I brought this up to my friend yesterday. That's why I called.
Okay.
And my friend said that it's not an impossible thing for her to have done that.
Wow. Has she done something erratic like that in the past?
Yeah.
Well, so we lived together in college, and I did once find a tortilla in my fish's tank in college, a different fish.
What?
This tortilla is a weird ongoing bit between you two.
The tortilla theory is really good, actually.
Yeah.
Why? There was a tortilla. What the fuck is up with the tortilla?
She has something against your fish.
She put a tortilla. It was the same fish in college?
No, it was a different fish.
No, but she knows how to. I think she knows that she can hurt you through this fish.
Yeah.
Or through fish.
Right.
Yeah, I think
because I was so upset about the original tortilla incident.
Oh, you were pissed about it. You were like, don't do that.
Of course.
The weird thing here for me, Princess Peach, is if I was going to send my dad or my boyfriend to kill my former friend's fish, I would not make any fish jokes in that time period.
I almost feel like it was a j'accuse on herself. You said she was like, in my mind, she's like starts weeping at the concert, and then on the way to the car, she's like, I'm going to put a tortilla in the fish. What does she say to you? Crazy. It's like they killed them. It's at the end of the Jinx. Killed them all.
Killed them all. It's literally that.
Put a tortilla in the fish. And then you're like, what? And then you go home. Crack of lightning illuminates your dead fish on the ground. Yeah. A little too. Like,
it's on the nose.
It's on the nose at the very least.
Like if we were watching a murder mystery, she was the red herring.
The only thing that would have made it more on the nose is if there was a tortilla in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hang on. So what did she say exactly at the concert about the tortilla?
I don't remember. I mean, I was drunk and it was like November, but I like clearly I remember her we were walking out and I was like, oh, like I have to get back because I have to feed my fish. And she like said something about, oh, like you didn't leave a tortilla in there or anything before you left.
The jury is not going to buy this, okay? Princess Peach. We need the evidence to be airtight. We need a confession from the dad.
No, I don't know. I'm starting to be on Princess Peach's side because I don't understand. If your fish, first of all, my goldfish lived for like a day, okay? So I've
killed so many goldfish
5 years.
Yeah, that's
is a lifetime.
In a filtered tank. They need to be in a big filtered tank. You need to take care of them.
That's right.
Okay, well, you don't have to yell at me, Princess Peach.
Well, no, Johnny, you deserve it. You're a fish killer. But
no, but Princess Peach, I think you're actually right that she killed it. That she killed Yoshi because the fish had 5 years to jump out of that tank.
By the way, still love that we have a fake name for the fish to preserve his anonymity.
I didn't even think. Is that why we give them fake names?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just a fun thing to do for the episode.
No, we don't want anyone to know the fish's identity.
Okay, well, fine, Yoshi.
But so it is suspicious. So she says like, "Oh, you didn't put a tortilla in the tank."
Right.
Killed them all, of course.
That's so crazy.
Oh, I didn't put a tortilla in the tank.
That's crazy.
Like, that's a little weird. Open your door. The fish is dead. That's crazy to me. I think you guys send the text.
What if she doesn't know what I'm talking about and then she just thinks I'm crazy?
I know,
how about
Princess Peach, I worry about that too.
I know what you did. That's all the text says.
Okay, that's big because that could mean anything.
But what could the follow-up to that
And then you say, oh my God, sorry, I was trying to send this to my boss. If she says, what are you talking about? You say, oh my God,
and that's
sorry.
also so fair.
Sorry, you go, no. So this is exactly right. You say, I know what you did, fish emoji.
Oh.
And then and then she's like, what are you talking about? And you could say, oh, sorry, I meant to send this to my boss. He brought fish for lunch and it smelled bad again. This is like the cover.
Yeah.
But I think you need to confront her about it. Does she know that the fish is dead? Like, have you ever talked to her about it?
Right.
No, I have not spoken to her since the concert.
At the wedding, also, you guys get liquored up, you're drinking, you sort of get close to her again, right? To sort of garner curry favor. And you go, it was this is what you do. Okay, you get a little drunk, right? On apps. appetizers.
Sure.
Thanks.
And martinis. And then it's the end of the night. You go up to her and just go, it's nice at the end of the day to have a fun time again. She's going to be like, yeah. You say, it's weird. After the night where you said the thing about the tortilla in the tank, I went home and Yoshi was dead. And then you just gauge her reaction, see what she does.
Nope.
Because I think that she's probably going to be like, that's a little weird, but I couldn't have done it. And you're like, I didn't say you did it. I think you got to catch her in the act.
Miles, I think I have a better idea. I'm so sorry. I know I'm in your home, but
please, Johnny, this is why we have two advisors.
Okay. Princess Peach, let me ask you a question. Does she know Yoshi is named Yoshi?
We actually had beef about my fish's name.
Great.
Because I named it one thing when I got it, and then she insisted that I name the fish her name.
Okay.
Wait,
that's crazy.
What?
She was like, no, you're going to name it Bowser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's
what you have to do. Here's what you're going to do. Okay,
Johnny.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is I'm actually using a bit of Miles' logic here, but I think you have to be a little bit smarter about it. Sorry.
Okay. No, I'm dumb.
At the wedding.
No.
At
Johnny,
the wedding.
Hey, Johnny.
Yep.
I'm dumb.
No, you're perfect.
No. You
You're
called me out.
perfect. At the wedding, you're going to sidle up to her. You guys will be talking about something, okay?
Sure.
Might be a little awkward at first because you're frenemies or whatever,
exactly.
but you get have a glass of wine, whatever.
Apps.
And she's going to ask you what you've been up to. And you say, oh, just like taking care of Yoshi. And look at her face. Look at her face.
Actually, this is really good.
Look at her face. See what she says.
That's good.
Or
That's good.
maybe she'll even out herself and she'll go, what are you talking about? Yoshi's dead. And you go, you wouldn't know if you wouldn't know Yoshi's dead unless, because I didn't tell you, your boyfriend or your father told you.
I like this. Johnny, that's it.
Did you ever see that Brady, no, not Brady Bunch episode. I can give you a couple examples, but this is the old bait and switch. Okay. So did you ever see Legally Blonde where Legally Blonde, the woman Legally Blonde
Yes.
says, and then you went and showered and
you couldn't have showered because of the perm. Yeah.
Or the Brady Bunch episode where they say that Greg Brady hit him with his car and he was in a neck brace and his neck is broken.
Yes.
And then Greg Brady drops the briefcase and he turns it really quick. His neck's not broken. You got to have a moment like that. You got to say, I can't wait to get, this is a great wedding, but I can't wait to get back home to feed Yoshi and see if she freaks out and says, Yoshi's dead or something.
She'll be like, wait. And then look at her. And then if she's not going to be that good of a liar. She couldn't be. But I think that's perfect.
And if and
her boyfriend will be there.
And her boyfriend will be there.
Right.
So you could say it again to the boyfriend. You could be like, yeah, I'm just taking care of my fish. See what he does.
Maybe they'll say, oh, you named your new goldfish Yoshi too?
And then you say it's not the name.
And you
say, how the fuck
how'd you know the first one died?
Yeah, exactly right. I think this is a really good idea, Johnny. And I think that the advice you just gave was it was an all-timer.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that was fantastic.
Princess Peach, thank you so much for calling in. Best of luck with the murder.
Will you please let us know what happens? I'm dying to know. Slide
when
into
is the wedding?
DM.
When's the wedding?
Of course. The wedding is next year.
Holy shit. I will be on pins
We
and
haven't
needles.
been invited yet, but the bride has reached out to ask if I thought it was weird to stand up with her in the same wedding party.
So everyone knows you guys are totally like falling out.
Yes.
Whoa. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, best of luck with this. I'm sorry your fish was brutally killed or jumped out, whichever one. All right, Princess Peach, will you have an amazing night?
You too, thanks.
Good luck.
Adios. Wow.
That's going to do it. She's going to find out.
That's incredible to be like, I'm going to put a tortilla in the tank.
I mean,
put a tortilla in the tank. Killed them all.
What does she have against this fish?
I think, honestly, the reveal of I named it one thing and she wanted it to be named her name. That's crazy.
I gotta say, I don't like calling women crazy, but I think her friend is maybe a sociopath.
All aboard! Misogyny alert!
Whose voice is that?
My friend Riley. She's been on the show before, but you would know if you listen to the show. Well, Johnny, we've got one final segment. It's a segment we like to call Get Real.
Okay.
Oh, Johnny, we find ourselves at the end of the episode once again. And this is a segment we like to call Get Real. It's a segment where we force a genuine moment in an effort to learn more about each other and ourselves.
Sure.
Converse All-Stars. What's something in your life that's been very important to you as of late?
It's funny you said that. I was going to say a bit of silence.
Really?
Yep. I have a hard time with silence.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Have you your entire life?
Very much so. I fall asleep with the TV on. If I'm bored for a second, I'll go scroll the internet.
I actually also have been trying to, when my impulse takes over and it's like, go on TikTok, I'm trying to be like, just sit here.
Yep.
Just enjoy.
Yep.
I grew up Quaker, at a Quaker school. A lot of silence involved there.
Right.
So every week you do Quaker meeting, you settle in, settle out, a little bit of silence here or there. And then you also do 30 minutes of, you sit in a big circle. It's called Meeting for Worship. You sit in a big circle, the whole school, everyone quietly.
Wow.
And then one by one popcorn, some people will stand up and they'll say something that is like on their mind.
Yeah.
Like a query or whatever. But why do you think that silence has been important to you recently?
Because I go. Very afraid of. I'm afraid of like. Remember I said I hated reading Tuck Everlasting in 5th grade?
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of like, what is there if there's nothing?
Oh, it freaks you out to think of like the end of life,
mm-hmm. or even just
the end
silence.
Of the universe.
Just silence isn't. There's nothing. I need that that external stimulation. You know.
Yeah, I sometimes thinking about like thinking about planets makes my stomach hurt.
I can't. My therapist, who by the way I no longer can see because I wasn't like, they were like your mental health is too good. Like, and I was like, no, I assure you, it's not.
Wait, what?
They like stopped. Kaiser fucking Permanente was like, you can't see your therapist anymore.
That's crazy.
Because I filled out a survey every week and I wasn't like sad enough.
Wait, what the fuck?
No, it's fuck Kaiser.
I don't have Kaiser because of this reason.
Fuck Kaiser.
That's crazy.
They were like,
you're too happy to have therapy?
Literally. They were
so
like,
insane.
You've made your progress is whatever and like we won't fund it anymore.
Oh my God.
I know.
So
I was
insane,
waiting for my therapist and he didn't show up and I was like, that's weird. What happened? And he emailed me and was like, yeah, Kaiser thinks you're doing well and you don't need me. And I was like, no, I need you.
Trust me, I need you.
I need you.
That's crazy. Well, but the feeling of like being afraid of that, I mean, I'm definitely the type of person, me and my wife talk about this all the time, but how certain people, when they get anxious or they get scared, they run, and certain people get anxious and they freeze. And I get anxious and I run. Mm-hmm. Which one are you?
Me too.
You run.
Yeah.
And I feel, and when I say I run, I mean like I'll do a bunch of work. I'll add a bunch of new projects to my life. I'll overcommit to a bunch of stuff. I'll try to start a new business. I do all this stuff kind of constantly. And it's because of it's like the fear of slowing down. Even though I need to like correct the wheels and probably like it would be awesome for me to go to like one of those retreats where they don't let you eat anything but like boiled oatmeal.
Yeah.
And you don't get to move.
Something that makes me feel better is a couple of years ago, I was walking down the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's it. I had a great time. No, I was walking down the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Went to the Ripley's, believe it or not.
The butthole of America.
It's terrible over there.
And I was looking at all these names on the stars.
Yeah.
And I knew virtually none of them.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that's weird. I thought it would be like Judy Garland and Barbara Streisand and, you know, but all these names I didn't know. And I was like, that's funny because these people were the top of their game. These people were so successful in their lifetime that they got their name on the Walk of Fame. And I didn't ever even heard of them.
Yeah.
The reason that made me feel better is because it's like nothing and none of it matters.
Oh, none of it. And it really...
Go on the vacation, spend time with your baby. That's what matters.
100%. Spend time with your friends, make lasting relationships, follow your hobbies, watch stuff, read comic books. Yeah. Like, I genuinely think that the only thing that we're on this planet to do is to try to suck the joy that we possibly can get out of it.
Yeah.
And try as hard as you can to like forge lasting connections with people.
Yeah.
Because like it always moves. For the most famous person in the world right now, who's that? Harry Styles. Harry Styles is probably like man, I wish I was just like a little bit more successful so I could take a break.
No, totally.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that it's everybody. Like, no matter where you are, or like for somebody like that, you're just worried it's going to go away. Yeah. And like, you know, like I remember being like, okay, I'm like working these shitty jobs. All I want is to be where I am now. And now that I'm here, all I want is to try to get it just a little bit, and it never ends. And the best parts of life are just like spending time with friends and like feeling like laughing and enjoying like a nice sardine.
Yep.
Well, what's something that's been bringing you joy recently before I let you go?
Oh God, so much.
Yeah.
So much joy. I got to tell you, this is going to sound like a plug, and it really isn't.
What?
I've been making stupid videos.
Yeah.
And have loved every second of it.
Oh, that's great. What has brought you joy about the process of like, you're just like, I have this idea, I'm going to make it. You make the cake. You're cutting it like genuinely.
Well, it's because I'm doing, okay. So tomorrow I'm making Thanksgiving dinner in an easy bake oven.
Oh, that's so fun.
And I'm just like,
great.
That's stupid, right?
Yeah, I love that.
But it's bringing me, like, life's dumb. Yeah. Everything's dumb. That's why it's like, sometimes I say like, oh, my life is silly. Like, oh, how silly am I? You know what else is silly?
Everything.
Like sitting in a cubicle and like typing up numbers. That's silly too.
Silly.
It's fine and it's good and it's necessary.
Yes,
so I need to stop shitting on myself. So leaning into like the dumb, silly things I do is bringing me a lot of joy. I
love that. Oh no, I like, honestly, shout out to this TikTok account I've been following recently. They're called Matryoshka Coffee or something like that. There's a coffee shop in Nashville, and their account is basically based on the idea that they're just like, she made this TikTok and she's the owner, and she was just like, hey, like, I own this coffee shop, and just like, I highly encourage you, if you run any type of business, to just fuck around and find out. Wow. And they were talking about all the like weird little things that they do that make it fun. They did like a bad, oh my God, they keep making like disaster chaos lattes that aren't good and selling them and marketing them and being like, just have fun, just have fun and just do this. And like, people will want to be a part of whatever you're doing if it's cool and if it's fun. And I'm trying to like embrace a little bit more of that. And it's like, I worry all the time about numbers and this and that. And it's like, what a fucking luxury to be. We both make stuff for a living, we put it on the internet, and we get to have people, you know, enjoy it. Yeah. But Johnny, thank you so much for joining me here.
It was thrilling. I can't wait to find out what happens with this dead goldfish.
Oh my God.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I really think that she may have had her boyfriend do it. How crazy if she calls back and she's like, she got arrested. Really, when he's happening, she needs to buy a security camera for next time. What I was actually going to say is she should also send be like, I set up the thing I was going to be like is like, she should just go, I set up a Ring camera and I saw that I just saw that you killed my fish. Miles, you can't do that, because what if the friend's totally innocent? Then that's crazy. She's like the crazy girl at the wedding forever. Yeah, that's a really good point. Her reputation is ruined. Yeah. For accusing someone. I hope that other girl doesn't listen to this podcast. I got to be honest. I think the fish just jumped out of the tank. And I'm sorry to say it. Johnny, where can people find you if they want more Johnny? Home address? That's right. At JonnyCakes on everything. At the JonnyCakes. Is it John? Is there a couldn't get JonnyCakes. He's a guy in Wisconsin and he wouldn't give me. Jesus Christ. I can't. He won't give it to me. Johnny, add Pan then, for God's sakes. It's got to be Johnny Pancakes. Oh, okay. So Johnny, you think Pancakes, Pan is better than the? I really do. All right. We'll see. Drop the add Pan. All right, so make Johnny sure Pancakes, you could be the number one breakfast creator is literally just a great Instagram bio. I am the number one breakfast creator. Okay, all right. You've heard Johnny it here first. Pancakes. Yep. Today I made eggs that looked like pancakes. Today I made pancakes that look like eggs. All right. This is literally, can we please start an alt account that's called Johnny Pancakes and it's you making I think we have to now. Which is funny because JonnyCakes are pancakes, right? Yeah. They are. Ultimately, a Johnny Cake is a pancake. I think they are. More to come from Johnny Pancakes. Johnny, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for having me. If you have a problem and you're out there and you don't know how to solve it, then just remember that no matter who you are or where you are, perfection is only a call away.
That was a Headgum podcast.